Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel, Cap Social Network, also known as Capri Social Network. So, I'm sure a lot of you females, black females, are very familiar with Kendri G, the famous former radio personality who is now a dating show matchmaker, where she usually goes on social media, either usually Facebook, well, most of the time, usually Facebook and Instagram, and may interview either men or women, mostly black men and women, just to see how compatible they may be with someone who she always has in mind to match them with. And it never fails how most of the black women guests or black female guests who she usually has on her show usually come with lots of baggage, whereas they usually come with lots of kids, in most cases by multiple men, but yet and still they always are demanding this guy that makes upwards to 100,000, in some instances even around $1 million, when it's already a well-known fact of how the average black man in the US, who is the normal working class citizen, makes no more than around 55,000 a year at tops. Yet and still, these women, even if they've been used up and may have all this mileage on them due to them having kids by multiple men and some of the most dysfunctional and toxic men they could find, these women still expect and have such a sense of entitlement, female entitlement, to the extent where they feel like, in spite of their mess ups, in spite of their wrongs, they still should be able to pull a man who is a successful man, a six-figure man, a prominent man. And some of these women, even using when they get the chance to appear on the Kendra G show, they may have the nerve and audacity to demand or require a man that's the opposite race. Although it's also a well-known fact of how even men of the opposite race, when they have to pick black women, anytime they may look for them a potential match on dating apps, when females of other races, the number one female they usually may go for is either an Asian woman or Hispanic woman. You can look it up yourself, and according to statistics, excuse me as I drink some of my Red Bull. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show clips of how, and to stick with the topic even that much more, Kendri G, of all people, is fed up when black women's BS. I'm sorry, how she's fed up with their delusional dating standards, to the point where she has contemplated on quitting when matchmaking for black women. This also brings reference to how and why, both how and why, there are quite a bit of other women, black women, that happen to be matchmakers on behalf of looking for potential matches and dates for other black women, single black women, that is. Most of them single mothers who just decide to give it up altogether due to black women's, the majority of black women's, especially modern day black women's, delusional and unrealistic dating standards and expectations. So if you bear with me, folks, I'm going to show you several clips, well, around at least 4 clips, on behalf of how even Kendra G is fed up and just pretty much done what has been pretty much done, almost to the point of matchmaking with black women. Now, here they go.
I'm really tired of whenever I have to have a direct moment with a woman, oh, Kendra, you're being insensitive. You're making people feel low. Don't watch my show. If that's how you feel, do not watch it. because when I have a man up here, there's nothing but women. Actually, let me talk about this. I have a guy on my Facebook page right now who's in a jacuzzi, and there are so many women in the comments saying he's gay, he's this, he's a sissy, he's giving me feminine vibes. You women don't have any problems expressing yourself when it's something negative to a male. But let a woman come up here and we have to have a real talk moment. All of a sudden, I don't like this show because I feel low. You don't like this show because your ass don't want to take direct criticism. And you know what? That's why your ass is going to be watching me as long as I do the show. And you ain't going to get a man because you're not strong enough to woman up and maybe realize there's some shit you got to get together. Okay? So I'm really done with the sensitive women that watch the show that are always complaining when I got to give a woman real talk. And I do it in the most sensitive way as possible. If you guys ever notice, it's exhausting. It really is. So I don't want you to watch my show no more. If you feel as though I'm making someone feel low, this show ain't for you. Go do something else with your Saturday night, with your Friday night, with your life, because I'm over it. Especially when women are literally more mean than the men on my show. Go to the comments on my page. It is 80% women saying the negative things. I'm over that shit. So if you guys can dish it, learn how to take it. And it's that simple. I'm not going to sit up here walking on eggshells, talking to women when they got crazy shit happening in their lives because you guys are so freaking sensitive. Woman up. Maybe it's time for you to do something in your life and kind of get your shit together. Have you ever thought of that? Absolutely. There's men up here that got crazy shit going on. I talk to them every night. But guess what? Y'all in that same pool at times, but y'all don't want to admit it. So I'm over it. So if you feel as though I'm insensitive, I'm mean, and you can't handle it, my show ain't for you, boo. Go somewhere else.
She said a mouthful just then, didn't it?
G was on one tonight.
Girl. Turn the TV down.
No, that's me. Can you hear me?
What was that? Was that the fight in Alabama?
No, I was saying, hey, girl.
I heard the fight in Alabama.
That wasn't me. Nah, we done watched that 50 times already.
But okay, good. Was it my phone messing up? I heard that. No,
it maybe.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, let's
Aquarius.
do it. I don't know what just happened.
And I saw that eye roll you did earlier. I don't know why you did that, but
what happened?
You was rolling your eyes when the boy with the 2 gaps had said he was an Aquarius.
I didn't roll my eyes when he said he was an Aquarius. Hold on, pause. What energy y'all trying to bring to me tonight? Because I am the one. Y'all gotta figure this shit out.
Oh no.
I'm the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, and the 7. So
Kendra, I don't want no problem.
You sensitive ass people. I wasn't rolling my eyes when she said Aquarius.
I don't want no problems. I love Tauruses, okay? I don't want no problems.
I lived in Chicago. I lived in Philly.
Hey, no drama. No drama, Kendra, I promise. I love you so
I'm
much.
from white ass Connecticut. But I lived in Chicago.
I love you so
and
much.
I lived in Philly. And I got my gangster stripes.
No, ma'am. UNITY.
This
Okay,
wig,
still rolling.
This wig come off easy.
Mine too. And I'm bald headed for real, so you ain't got nothing to grab.
I went off by posing. Okay. Okay. Now you're 34. What's the age range you would date?
We said 32 to 38, Kendra.
Oh. Ooh, yeah.
No, don't do me like that. I know you done had a long day and you tired. I was just, I told you that direct communication be getting me in trouble sometimes.
I'm taking a moment I'm gonna take a moment. I'm gonna take a moment because there's some. Matter of fact, let me go get my sage. Let me tell you motherfucking something. Okay? If I click you on this show, it's a motherfucking privilege. Got 300 people trying to get on the show right now. So if your lucky ass gets selected, it is best you're respectful. Now, if I'm disrespectful and you want to respond to my disrespect, that's fair. That's fair. Shout out to Are You Really 29? I went in. He had the right to coming back. I'm going to give you that one. But if I'm sitting here and I'm being respectful, big mama, because I ain't going to call you little mama because we saw the Kendra Ken. Now let me just go all the way motherfucking there. Let me just really fucking go there now. Since big mama with the high standards, take your ass to the gym, and then maybe we could find you the man that you just described. Now you asked for this. I was sitting up here trying to ask you the questions. Yes, at times I forget shit and I might ask you the same question twice. Happens all the time, big mama. I don't remember your name, so I'm gonna call you big mama. I don't know why y'all think y'all can fuck with me. Baby. And I'm gonna try to host this show.
She came with all the smoke on that show. Real talk.
Women in general, they don't know.
Baby girl, you have to watch the tape back because you'll see.
Okay, well, listen. I can't. Okay, maybe I can't hear myself talk. What I'm telling you is that I'm not on this show trying to hit on you or to tell you what you are and what you're not. So I'm gonna be very clear about the intentions on why I even said you. What I'm saying is most women are not clear or comfortable with their sexuality, so they'll act like they're only into men. And they're not. So I won't say you. I'm not saying Kendra because you were clear about you being with a man. That's your business. I'm not even concerned. I haven't even thought about it even twice after you said it because I'm on here for me, not for you. And whoever's watching me who understands where I'm coming from, they'll connect and make the connection. You know what I mean? But like, this is why it's got sometimes hard to date women too, because women are so emotional where they mostly like react and not respond. Like, yeah, women do that.
I can't wait. Listen, I can't wait for you to rewatch the tape because you're not.
You can prove me wrong. I don't care about being wrong.
Yeah, I mean, because the thing is, and like I said, I stand by everything I said.
Me too. I teach for a living. I'm a great communicator and I'm a great listener too.
You keep over talking me. Every time you was talking, I was listening.
Okay, so what else you want to ask me?
I don't have to ask you anything else. This is a dialogue right now. What I'm saying is you'll be able to watch the tape.
But I don't want to be corrected. You can't reprimand me. If I'm telling you, I apologize.
Baby girl, you won't let me talk. You talked about me over talking you, and now you're doing the same thing.
Why are we arguing on your show?
It's not about arguing. I'm having a conversation. What I said is when you watch it back, you'll see where it went left. And it went left. You're saying women
and I said I apologize.
You're saying women are emotional.
They are.
You as yourself as a woman.
Yeah.
It went left when you just refused to hear me out. When you refused to honor what I had to say about myself. That's where it went left.
But you didn't. But you can't accept the fact that if I said I apologize, if you took it the wrong way.
I did accept your apology.
So why are we still talking about it?
You called me back. I hung up. You left. What you talking about?
No, my dad was calling in. I didn't call back. My dad was calling in, so the phone got interrupted, and then I still heard you talking about it, and I'm like, well, wait a minute.
I'm gonna.
So you misunderstood me. You misunderstood what I said.
I didn't misunderstood you. I heard you loud and clear.
Okay, but I never told you that you was gay.
Like women,
but I wasn't talking about you. But I was not talking about. I'm telling you out of my mouth now for the 100th time. So you heard me say that one time. And one thing about women is they want to believe what they want to believe, and that's what you're doing.
Girl. The great thing about this is it's all on tape. That's what I love about this. It's all on tape. Rewind the tape. You'll be able to see the tape. It's real simple. It's not complicated. We don't go back and forth.
And I also wanted to give my 2 cents again on not only this clip, but the clip right before this, on behalf of when Kendri G really was giving a whole mouthful on behalf of the guest that she referred to as Big Mama. I guarantee you, ladies and gentlemen, that if the tables were turned and instead of Kendri G being the dating show host, a woman such as Just Pearly Things was the host, these same exact black women who she was trying to play matchmaker with wouldn't have had all that smoke for her if she, once again, if the tables were turned and the dating show host in the place of Kendri G was a Caucasian woman, either a Caucasian woman, an Asian woman, Middle Eastern woman, or Hispanic woman. They would have instead being on their best behavior, also their P's and Q's. And it also brings reference and also shows how a perfect example of how black women could be so disrespectful towards their own kind, but when it comes to dealing with other groups of women, they try they can to be on their best behaviors. So I act so dignified in most cases, so nice and refined. Only when dealing with one another, though, does black is it an issue? Is what I'm trying to say that black women have with one another when dealing with one another. And it also brings reference of how even black women don't respect other black women. It's not just us brothers, us black men they don't respect in most instances, but their own kind after seeing, once again, this clip as well as the second clip of this video, the last and second clip before this. So on that note, and with that being said, folks, I have one more clip pertaining to this video and subject. After that, I want you guys to like the video, comment on it, share it, last but not least, subscribe to my channel.
Child, some women are mad at me because I said that women keep focusing on tall, dark, and handsome with a big penis and six figures, and they're passing up the good guy, the nice guy that wants to take you out. Why should we have to settle, Kendra? We should have somebody on our level. Well, let me share with you guys some data, information that I can confirm from hosting a dating show for the last 3 years. Okay, so every night I might get 100 single women who are looking for a relationship. Most of these women want committed relationships. Out of those 100 women, I may get 10 men. So let's just start right there. If I have 100 single women and 10 men, automatically every woman is not going to get a man. Just from that right there, okay? There's not enough. Now, out of the 100 women, let's say out of those 10 men, there's only really 2 men that the 100 women really want to date. Okay, so now we have 100 women with 2 men. Right there, every woman is not going to get a man. Now, this man is living in heaven. It's 2 men and 100 women want to date him. What is he going to do? He's going to pick and choose because he can. He has the options to do so. Now let's move on to the number 1 demographic on my show, which happens to be single moms. Single moms that are now looking for a different type of guy than their child's father. Because a lot of women, they usually focus on the outward characteristics. He was tall, he was attractive, he had swag, he had money, I had a baby by him. Now they're realizing the outward characteristics do not matter. It's the inward characteristics that matter most when it comes to a relationship. So now the single moms are more focusing on the inner characteristics. And they're looking for this guy, the good guy, the nice guy, who may not have all the outwardly attributes, but now they realize that's what's most important because they have children and they want someone that's going to be in the home and help them raise their kids by the guy that had the big penis and that was tall and that doesn't want to be in a relationship, who would never want to be in a relationship if they were to be honest. Let's move on to the other category of women that are on my show. The women like myself. I like to call us the boss chicks. We got our own money. We could pay for every single thing ourselves. So we just want a man that's our equal or higher, right? That is the goal. Well, here is the difference. The man that is our equal or higher has a lot of options, right? And he just wants something that's going to fit within his life. Can you fit within my life? Because I don't mind paying all the bills because I got the money to pay all the bills, period. This man just wants a woman that's going to fit within his life. Are you available? Do you bring him peace of mind? Do you want to cook for him? Can you bear his children? Whatever is important to him, that's what he's going to be seeking. And the unfortunate reality, ladies, is he has a lot more options to choose from because there's a lot of women that want to be married and settle down and be in a relationship. Now, let's talk about where your power does lie. Women, you have a vagina. So you are powerful, but you are misusing your vagina. You give it away all the time. You say you want to be a wife, but you give it out freely. This is what makes it special. Why should Ray Ray jump to the equation and become Prince Charming when you let Pookie have the vagina for chicken? Okay? You are mismanaging your power, which is your vagina. And your vagina should only go to the man that wants the things that you desire. If you want a relationship, I don't care if he's tall, dark, handsome, and has 6 figures. He should not get any of your time because he's not an option. He's not an option for what you desire. Now, I hear you ladies because you'll say, well, Kendra, yeah, there's a lot of vagina out there, but there's not a lot of me. I'm different. And you know what, girlfriend? I agree with that. I do agree that every woman is not equal. And some women, just like men, weigh differently. But guess what? You're not acting different. Okay? You're not acting different. You're acting like every woman. So when you come and tell the guy what you're about, I only have sex when I'm in relationships. And then after a month, he didn't give you a relationship and you still have sex with him, your words are now null and void. He now knows, okay, I heard what she said, but her actions did not align with her words. And you think, well, Kendra, I made him wait a month. Girl, you made him wait a month for you. During that month, while you making him wait, he was just getting his shit off with some other girl, okay? You're not running the game. If you do not stand by your words, then you become like every other woman. So yes, ladies, this is what I have learned from hosting a dating show for the last 3 years. So I know it's all about Kendra telling me to settle. I'm not telling you to settle. I'm telling you to focus on the man that deserves you. And that should be based on character more than characteristics, outwardly characteristics. And time and age will teach you that. And let's break down settling for a second because I hear that more than anything. Kendra, why should I have to settle? I should get the man that I deserve. I actually agree with you, girlfriend. You should get the man that you deserve, but I think you're focusing on the wrong characteristics when it comes to settling. I think a lot of y'all really haven't dated the man you described. I've dated this man. I dated the tall, dark, very wealthy man. And in those moments, I was settling. I was settling for him dating other women with me knowing about it. I was settling with him mistreating me and accepting it. I was settling that he would not agree to a committed relationship, and that's what I really wanted. I was actually settling then. I don't think it's settling when you're with a guy who's going to treat you nice, who's going to be there and wants to build a life and a home with you, who's going to be there to help you raise the kids that you bear by him. But he might not be tall and he might not be rich, or he could be, right? But that doesn't matter because it's the characteristics inside. Change up what you are settling for. Okay? Change up what you think settling means and focus on what you really deserve and what you really should be focusing on.
So this concludes the video, and I hope you guys have a good day. Goodbye.